Your family might be making you fat, and I'm going to tell you why. So, family and friends, I should say. So, the reason why they could not be helping you out in your weight loss goals and ultimately leading you to become more hungry is for a few different reasons. So, at work, let's think about our food environment at our work. If there's a coworker who's always bringing in donuts, how's that going to make you feel? You're going to feel like, I need to take a donut, one, because it's there, and two, I don't want to be mean to him. I don't want to make him feel bad. So if you're eating those things, those cookies, those treats, those, little candies in the bowl right in the office, that's going to lead you to making more poor decisions throughout the day. It's going to increase your hunger, which can really, really ruin your weight loss diet. Also, too, a lot of times with coworkers, especially ones that don't particularly care about their health that much, they may ask you to go eat out a lot. And as we discussed earlier in the podcast, if you're eating out a lot, not only is it a very high amount of calories, usually fairly low in nutrients. If you're eating, a stereotypical out to eat lunch like a burger and fries or pizza and a soda, all these different things, you're also eating foods that are going to make you more hungry for other stuff later. So having coworkers that aren't particularly concerned about their health can lead you to doing this. Also on the flip side though, you might have coworkers who are a really good influence on you. And if that's the case, man, stay at that job. They're going to make your weight loss goals so much easier. But then we can kind of pivot into our home life. And there's some things that can happen at home with our family that can really be making our weight loss goals much harder and increasing our overall hunger. So maybe your spouse loves to bake, so they're always baking cookies and cakes and all these different things. And of course, since they're physically available for you to eat, they're right there, and I don't want to be mean to my wife, so I'm going to have a piece of cake, I'm going to have some cookies, and I'm also going to have the dinner that she made, which also might not be the most weight loss performing, right? It might not be the most health promoting of a weight loss diet. So that is one way. Also, too, if you think about your kids, you might have a kid that is in a bunch of different activities and they're always bringing home candy because, they're a good kid and they're getting a pat on the back. They're getting gold stars, but sometimes those gold stars might come in candy, cookies, all these different things from home. Maybe they're always hanging out with friends who bring over some of these things too. This really adds on to the difficulty of trying to maintain weight in a proper weight loss diet, and specifically trying to maintain hunger. When you have all those visual cues available for you, it's extremely difficult to say like, oh, I'm just not going to eat those things. No, your brain sees it, and immediately that's a cue that, hey, I'm going to go eat those things, and that makes it very, very tough. Also, too, when you're going out on these specific things, specific events, right? Like birthdays, weddings, or even just hanging out with people, a lot of times these are related to food that is not the highest of quality. It's very hunger inducing and does not promote a health promoting diet for weight loss goals. So when you have activities like this with a friend, with a family, I just recommend you trying to steer more towards activities that aren't fully food related. Of course, you want to be able to go out to eat, but do we want to go out to eat and then go get ice cream after, and then after that get a midnight snack on the way home? That's where it can really get out of hand, lead you to increasing your overall hunger by eating these unhealthy foods, which can of course lead to lots of unfortunate weight loss. So this is something where if this is happening in your life, I'd highly recommend just talking to your support systems about it. If you are really trying to make some changes in your overall health routine, realizing that this is important for yourself and talking to them about that is crucial. Because if you don't talk to your family about that stuff, you're likely going to kind of resent them, and you don't want to start resenting people, of course, in any aspect of life, but just something to consider for yourself.